Francis spent the day in Iraq despite concerns for his safety. In the shadow of sanctioned bloodshed and decades of war, the day's events were both practical and symbolic.
The essence of the Pope's central message, calling for Iraq to embrace its diversity, a rare public message of unity and joy among a population weighed down by turmoil, economic woes, and the coronavirus pandemic. At Pope Francis's historic meeting with Iraq's top Shiite cleric, the two delivered a powerful message of peaceful coexistence in a country still reeling from back-to-back conflicts over the past decade.
Hostility, extremism, and violence are not born of a religious heart. They are betrayals of religion. We believers cannot be silent when terrorism abuses religion.
In a gesture both simple and profound, Grand Ayatollah Ali al-Sistani welcomed Francis into his Spartan home. The 90-year-old cleric is one of the most eminent among Shiites worldwide and said Christians should live in peace in Iraq and enjoy the same rights as other Iraqis. Historian and Roman Catholic theologian Matthew Bunson says Pope Francis is the first pope to visit Iraq, and it was a success.
And Pope Francis, through his gestures, through his authenticity, I think has a way of really touching people. One notable success, I think, so far has been his meeting with Grand Ayatollah al-Sistani, which is part of Pope Francis's wider outreach to Islam. We have seen him reach out to Sunni Muslims, and now he's really, I think, creating a bridgehead of dialogue with the Shia Islam.
Later in the day, the Pope attended a gathering of Iraqi religious leaders in the desert, near a symbol of the country's ancient past, 6,000 years old, the traditional birthplace of Abraham, the biblical patriarch revered by Jews, Christians, and Muslims. The joint appearance from across Iraq's sectarian spectrum was almost unheard of, given their communities' often bitter divisions.
Pope Francis, his message is one of peace. It's one especially of solidarity. And he recognizes as well that a healthy, vibrant, stable Iraq has to include everyone, including the religious minorities. But at the same time, I think he's also a bridge builder in promoting that dialogue, not just between Christianity and Islam, but also among the Muslims themselves.
Al-Sistani's voice is a powerful one in Iraq. After the 2003 U.S.-led invasion, his opinions forced American administrators to alter their transition plans, and his approval opened the way for Iraq's Shiites to participate in force in post-Saddam Hussein elections. The Prime Minister has declared March 6th a national day of tolerance and coexistence in Iraq. And the Vatican said Pope Francis thanked al-Sistani for having raised his voice in defense of the weakest and most persecuted, that was the quote, during some of the most violent times in Iraq's recent history.